Hey y'all, hey, it's Tuesday, and that means it's time for our tiny but mighty challenges. And I am so excited to get into it. It's a good week. I don't know if we're going to finish any. Do you think we will? You'll have to tune in to find out. Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. I hope your week is going great. I'm in a great mood because I'm not sick anymore. I was sick all last week, so I'm just excited to be feeling better, clearer in the head, and ready to get to some savings. So it's getting exciting because we are getting very close. I haven't started any of my Christmas shopping yet. Have you guys? Have you started? I'm sure many of you have already started your Christmas shopping, but I'm admittedly a little behind. And with being sick last week, I'm even behind on Thanksgiving preparations. As you know, I film early on the weekends. I pre-film, so as I'm filming this now, it's Saturday, and I am fixing to make my list for Thanksgiving dinner and dreading going to the grocery store the weekend before Thanksgiving. But that's what happens when you get sick the week before. Things just don't go. They just don't go the way you think they're gonna go, and life is life. But I'm feeling better, and that's the best. So happy to be here. I hope your week is also going well as we are getting close to another lovely holiday. If you celebrate that holiday, I hope you are looking forward to that and everything is going well for you. Hopefully you're not also behind like me and having to go to the grocery store the week of a crazy holiday. But if you are, you're not alone. All right, so tiny but mighty. Let's see what we got going. Scooch these over. In spot number 1, we have My Modern Homestead, a set of fall themed. We have just a few left on this card. And then my favorite I've been looking forward to, candles, coffee, and books. And blankies. Blankies. I'm telling you, that is my vibe right now. So I'm just feeling that. So we'll see what we get done on that this week. All right, in spot number 2, we have 3 cards from Elaine Realized. We just got started on that one last week, I believe. All right. In spot number 3, Frugality is Life. Her adorable. Well, we've got some cookies and treats and reindeer holding those treats. It's just cute. Cute, cute, cute. So that's in spot number 3. In spot number 4 from Becca Budget 777, this is As Jolly as I Get with our grumpy cat. Tangled in the Christmas lights. So we will see how far we get on that one. In spot number 5, from Windmill Ridge Budgets, these are just adorable. These cookies, I am obsessed with gingerbread everything. Not so much eating it, but the look of it. I love the decor. So these cookies and everything just really spoke to me. Excited to see how far we get on that. And finally, in spot number 6, we have a set from Nori over at Norellis Budgets. We finished one card when you have 3 left, or 3 cards left to go. All right. So, how much do we have to save with this week? We have usually about 20 at least, and I'm happy to report this week we actually have a little bit more. So, we do have 2 spicy 5s to get our buyback 5s here out of the way. Set them over here. So, we have 20 and 1s, and then 2 spicy 5s, which we will now mix in randomly. All right. All right. So, much like our Monday minis, if this is your first time watching Tiny's, we do ours just a little bit different in our than we do our minis. Normally, when I would roll the dice for minis, I would give 2 bills for each spot because we have fewer bills. So we're going to do 1 bill for each spot. So I roll the dice here. It tells us spot number 2 is going to get the first bill. All right, and off we go. So spot number 2, and so on. So yeah, so since I was sick all last week, I am unfortunately, we're gonna pause right here. We're gonna put that 3 down. My you know what? Maybe you can't hear it. Maybe you can't hear it. I don't know. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. We have our sirens going off, so you know that almost every week I forget. Absolutely forget that these are going to go off at a certain time. I just lose track of time. I have so much fun doing the videos that I forget that the sirens are going to go off at that time. So I normally pause it, but you know what? I'm hoping you can't hear it too badly and you aren't too bothered by it. Or maybe my voice will drown it out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to not absolute sarcasm. They're going to the grocery store this weekend to try and get all of the things I need for Thanksgiving dinner, since I am the one that prepares Thanksgiving dinner for a fairly small group, considering it's my grandparents usually and my uncle, and then just my immediate family. So it's not a huge group, but I do try to do the traditional all out kind of dinner. And, you know, that means I've got to get some of the, normal things that everybody else is after. So, fingers crossed for me after I get done filming. That's my next thing this weekend. So, anyways, hopefully those sirens aren't driving you crazy in the background. They usually go off for a few minutes. And if I can hear them in the video after editing, I'll know from now on that I need to pause. So I'm sorry if they're bothering you. They're fairly close to my house, which is a good thing, right? Whenever you do have bad weather, when you have tornadoes headed your way, you want to be able to hear those things. But on a bright sunny Saturday, it's kind of off-putting. Anywho, let's see what we've got going and how much we got put together this week for each of our things. So up first we have Nori's set from Norellis Budgets, and look, she got one of the spicy fives, so she got a total of $8. And we're just doing one per icon or one per circle, so we have 5 here. Let's go ahead and color in those 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it sounds like the sirens are getting louder, you guys. I'm sorry. We need to do 3 more for this one. How about our blue trees? 1, 2, and 3. I just cracked myself up. All right. So we're making a lot of good progress. We just have a little bit left on one card and another card to go. And there we go. Our sirens are letting up. All right. So we've got a couple of buyback 5 options here. And so far for Nori, we have saved $5, $10, $11, and $12. All right. We'll see what happens next week with that. Up next is Windmill Budgets. This one didn't get much. It didn't get much. Okay, so we have, it looks like we finished all of these. And we've got one here. So we only got $2, so we're just going to cross off 2 more here of our gingerbread cookies, 1 and 2. And this one will get to stick around a little bit longer. And so far we have 5, 10, 11, and 12 for Windmill Ridge Budgets. You just never know how the dice is going to do you. All right. Okay, up next is Becca Budget 777. She's got a not jolly cat on here, and it just cracks me up because cats are just that's cats. And I love cats. Can't have them because my husband's terribly allergic, but this is the essence of a cat, right? Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. $9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, we're getting close. We're getting close. We only have 2 more to go, so I wonder if next week if we'll be able to wrap that one up. All right, so I see that we have a 1 back here that I can trade in for a buyback 5, and so far in Becca Budgets, 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, so that looks like we'll have a total of 15 in that one when we get it done. Maybe next week. You never know. All right, up next, Frugality is Life. Got 3. Not a huge amount, but that's okay. Let's see here. 3 more reindeer. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Let's see what we've got in here. We can do any buyback 5s. Sure can. So we will grab this. Makes counting a little bit easier as well. All right, 5, 10, and 15 so far for Windmill Ridge Budgets. Or I'm sorry, Frugality is Life. I don't know what I was talking about. Frugality is Life. So we are almost done with this card. We've already finished this card, and next week we will hopefully be able to get a little bit done on this card. All right, frugality is life. We'll see you next week. Okay, up next, Elaine realized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which means we can do 1 here. All right, let's get our green out. I already forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My short-term memory has not quite gotten back to normal. All right, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so we just finished 2 cards for Elaine Realized. That's exciting. We're going to do a buyback 5 here. It's our last one. And let's see what we have so far in this challenge. Oh, that if we'd had another 5, we could have done that too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. $10 for Elaine Realized. And only 1 card left to go. So that is also exciting. We are making a lot of good progress. Well, who knows what will happen next week? Nothing completed so far, but that's okay. All right, so up last is my Modern Homestead with her fall themed minis or tinies, and we got $2, which means we're going to be able to finish off this card here with the pumpkin spice lattes. $2, and that means that all we have left is my favorite one with the books and the blankies and the coffee and the candles. So let's go ahead and see how much we have saved so far in my Modern Homestead. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. $16 and 1 card to go. All right, so that's going to wrap up our Tiny but Mighty Tuesdays. We did not complete any, but I think we lined ourselves up to maybe complete some next week, so that's exciting, something to tune in for. We're going to kind of mix them up a little bit so they have a different spot than they had this week. Probably absolutely makes 0 difference considering that the dice control who gets what, but you know, I tell myself it matters. All right, so we're going to put this back into the binder and close it up until next Tuesday. Now, next Tuesday will be our last Tuesday of November, so it'll be our last opportunity to complete challenges for the month of November to go into that save to sync. So it'll be very exciting to see if we're able to knock any out. All right, so with that, we're going to wrap up our Tuesday Tiny but Mighty Tuesday challenges. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, a comment down below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing because we would love to see our subscriber count go up. I'm looking forward to releasing another freebie for that. So hopefully if you haven't already, please consider doing that. All right, until I talk to you guys next week, which will be our next weekend's challenges. I hope y'all have a great week. Hang in there, all right? Bye.